Hello, hello, my friends. Merry week of Christmas. I'm your host, Joel Cease. Thank you for listening to the Living in Sync podcast this week. I know you've got a lot going on. As always, right now in this season of life, it is my intention to be your comfort creator. And I wanted to share something with you in real time that's just really been on my heart because I've been having to do this intentionally because not everything can be a priority all the time, all at once. And I think as women, we can really get overwhelmed with the mind chatter of what we're not doing or where we lack. And I talk about this book all the time, but the book, The Gap and the Gain, it's so innate for our brains to see what's not working or what's not going well. And truly, I've had to tell myself this over and over again that, like, that's not a priority right now. That's not a priority right now. And when I was really in health and fitness, I would use that phrase of, if you're not making time for it, it's not a priority for you then. Like, that's your way of saying this isn't a priority for you. And instead of being like, and own it, I was using it kind of as a way or a way to frame it into being like, you should be ashamed that this isn't a priority for you. But now in my late 30s, I'm like, there's so much wisdom and peace when you're like, that's not a priority right for me right now. And just say it with your whole chest and take ownership of it and know that life is all about seasons. And I think I've shared over the last couple podcast episodes that I really think and plan and schedule and dream and make my life the best that it can be, like work with the situation that I'm in, work with the season that I'm in. That's what living in sync to me is all about. It used to be about hormones and understanding your cycle, but really it's right now for me understanding the season of my life and making it optimal. And for those of you who have babies and toddlers at home, know that somebody like me who has school age kids, our schedules and our to-dos and the way that our season of life can thrive is going to look completely different. Now, I hope that you are listening and know that I'm coming from hopefully giving you a space and place for wisdom, because I have been a mom with two under two. I was a mom that really struggled in motherhood in the early years. I struggled very, very badly with postpartum after my first. I really hope that I can be your friend on here and also understand, like, I've done a lot of personal development and personal growth, and I truly take ownership right now in this season of life that I'm in what's not important to me right now. And this is going to be a very small example, but it has brought so much peace. And the reason why I'm recording this right now on a Sunday, which I usually never record on a Sunday, but I am, is because I am in the middle of my messy office I got 2 podcast episodes for clients and YouTube video. We turn her YouTube video into one mini video for her YouTube channel and multiple clips to use for YouTube shorts. So I have had pretty much a full work day, and I'm sitting in the middle of my office and it is messy and cluttered and chaotic, and there are things in my office right now that I see that I need to throw away and I need to bring to the dumpster and I need to donate. And I know that there's other spots in my house. I was just talking with a group of gals last night of like, oh, I really need to declutter my closet too, because we were talking about that. And I just keep trying to loop my mind into, that's not a priority right now. In right now, the holiday months, like I really feel like I started this mentality come November when it was the start of fall and the start of the holiday season and the gatherings and the get-togethers, that I was like, decluttering is not a priority to me right now, and being okay with that. I don't expect myself to have everything organized all of the time. And sometimes I'm going to stuff clutter away just so it goes unseen for a little bit. But that's also because I know that there's going to be a season where it comes back around, and that is a priority to me. So I've been able to kind of quiet the loop and quiet the mind chatter and kind of offload the mental load of decluttering, because I know when I'm going to take care of it. I know when I'm going to tackle it. I know when that season is going to come around. Just like I haven't rushed myself or pressured myself to get back into running quite yet, because I know come January and Q1, I'm going to ease into it. Q2, I'm going to really emphasize it and refine it so I can know right now it's not a priority to me to make it happen no matter what. Now I'm still moving my body. I'm still working on the certain muscle groups that are going to support me coming back a stronger, faster, less aches and pains runner, so I can improve my running time, but it's not a super huge priority to me right now to find a treadmill, which I don't have one at my convenience. If I want to run, I have to inconvenience myself. And I'm not punishing myself for not making that happen right now, because right now I'm telling myself that's just not a priority right now. Right now, a priority is to get movement in, and the easiest way to do that is to go upstairs and click a workout that I know I'm going to enjoy, that's going to be supportive for me, that is kind of amping up a cardio element, because I do want to start working on my cardio endurance, but I don't have to be running to do that. I have a spin bike. Like, that can be a supportive way for me to really utilize the season that I'm in and needing it to be quick and convenient and not out of the way, because I know that that season will be up and coming. Now, back to my office. I told you I'm surrounded by these boxes and things that need to be brought to the dumpster or donated or whatever. And I know that for me, come January, I'm one that puts up the Christmas tree in November, because it comes down pretty much after Christmas. Like, I like to start the new year with the Christmas tree down and a good clean and declutter happening in like January, February. I like utilizing the hibernation months to really refine my space. And so I am able to like just kind of keep letting a few things pile up, or things. And, if I really wanted to be strategic about this, I could make a note on my phone that's like declutter list. And just as I have those certain thoughts, there's those certain areas in my house, and everybody's got those areas in their houses where it's like, oh, I really need to get to that. I really need to declutter that. Start a running list. And then in January, February, start tackling things one at a time and worry about it then, because it's the season of hibernation. And on the afternoons where we're home and there's not much to do or get done, instead of scrolling my phone, which you think is, well, I don't even think this, because I know that scrolling or watching something isn't necessarily resting. There is a lot of proof in accomplishing tasks is actually what is better for mental health. And actually, I'm going to be reading this book, this audiobook I'm going to be listening to on Audible, because one of my habit stacks is while I'm getting ready for the day. So post workout, I go take a shower and I put on my Audible book while I'm getting ready for the day. And while I'm getting ready, making the bed, doing that stuff, I'm listening to an audiobook, and the one that I'm listening to is The Upside of Stress. And truly, like, accomplishing tasks, getting things done, being productive, not procrastinating, just like doing the dang thing, accomplishing a goal, even if it's something small, you feel good at the end of it. And I know there are some societal components to this, social media components to this, that are like, no, don't overdo yourself and da 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 da. Taking care of your environment and yourself and the things around you is not the same as like carrying the load of something that isn't going to feel good once you've done it. And a little bit of stress, and what I'll be learning from this audiobook when I start it, is how like we have been a society that has been chasing comfort and chasing ease and chasing, the dopamine hits, when what can come stress. And I know you're like, "Oh, what?" I'm thinking the same thing, and I haven't started this book yet, but it has intrigued me to think differently and to be open-minded to what this has to say, because the author of this book is, I can't pronounce her last name, but it's Kelly McGonigal. She's the same person who wrote The Joy of Movement and did the research on that. And so I know her books are very, very, very much science-based and research back. So I'm just so intrigued. So if you're wanting a book in January, I know I've already recommended 3 in this really short episode: The Gap and the Gain, or The Joy of Movement. If you're like, I need to not get back on the bandwagon, but start working out and have it be a lifestyle, The Joy of Movement would be a really great book. Or you could join me in listening to The Upside of Stress. But here's what I want to leave you with, is just that reminder that you don't have to do everything all at once. You don't have to prioritize everything all at once. And when I hear that, like, you not doing this means it's not a priority to you, I shake my head and I'm like, yeah, exactly. I've intentionally been not making this a priority right now. It is not a priority for me to declutter. It's not even in my mind. I see it and I know it's there. And sometimes, yes, I could be distracting, but I'm going to prioritize the moments of Christmas and the moments of leisure and the moments of getting my work done in the small pockets of time that I have as an entrepreneur, and as my clients get the things to me, as they have busy schedules and busy lives and different times where they're recording their stuff. And it's not a priority to me right now to take care of the things I'm not taking care of, because I'm so focused on what I am prioritizing, what is important to me. And I hope that you're enjoying this week and you're not feeling guilty in any way about what is undone or what you feel like you've dropped the ball on, because nobody can prioritize everything all the time. Just really take ownership of what matters to you in this season, because in a different season, life will be a little bit different and you can make a little bit different changes. Or there may be a season where you've got to make drastic changes and you can totally wipe the slate clean, start an entire new schedule, and prioritize everything. But you look at your season of life and you think about what matters to you, and be totally okay with saying, you're right, that's not a priority for me right now. I hope you have a Merry, Merry Christmas, my friend. Thanks for listening. I'll talk to you later. Bye.